Continental AG is a company that is organized in 3 divisional areas. First is the tire business. So this is the oldest business since 1871. The second is Continental Automotive Systems that handles with electronic brakes and other electronic things. And Contitech is all about rubber products. In the past, Continental was a very much a manufacturing-driven company, and cost efficiency was a very important criteria. And then we identified that the process orientation is much more important for us than the efficiency on the manufacturing side. That means that the core process for the tire area is the supply chain process. The core process for the electronic area definitely is time to market and product lifecycle management. But for the tire area, the supply chain process is the key driver for success. It's a very, very complex supply chain because we have about 30% of our customers in the tire area are OEMs, and they are building cars everywhere in the world, and we have to follow them. And the most complex part of the business is the replenishment area, where we have about 70% of the revenue in the tire business is coming from. When we started to look for some suppliers, for providers for the IT solution, we found out that i2 was the only one who has proven its ability to realize such complex supply chain. The implementation is very broad, and we have about 200 physical locations involved in this, and we have about 60, let's say, virtual locations involved. And we are talking about 8,000 SKUs, that means 8,000 different tires. And this is very complex to combine the seasonal things coming from the markets in 200 locations with 8,000 SKUs. We are starting in the process with the forecast, and forecast quality is crucial for the whole supply chain, because we have a seasonal curve. We have winter tire business that's coming in October or November, and it's a high curve. And we have the spring business in March and April. And we can't do this on demand. That means we can't produce just in time. We have to produce to stocks. That means we have to plan for stocks and for with a very good forecast, because at the end you can only deliver what you have forecasted, what you have planned, and what you have built, and what you have in stocks. And that's the process, and the complexity of the process begins with the forecast. Then comes the demand planning above the production sites, and then we have the confirmed production plan for the sites, and we are measuring the delivery of the sites against the demand planning. And then we have planning for the distribution. That means we have several distribution centers in Europe, 27, and we have to make a very precise plan where to deliver, because the shipment between 2 regional distribution centers is not possible, because it's too expensive. And at the end, we are measuring the availability and the reliability of the whole process chain. There were 2 different benefits we were looking for. The first is to increase our turn rates. Increasing turn rates definitely is something that goes directly to the results of a company, and therefore we looked for this improvement. On the other hand, we were looking for reliability, and reliability leads to customer satisfaction. We started with about a turn rate of 7, let's say, and we end up actually in 2003 with more than 10. That means about 40% increase of the turn rate compared to, let's say, the year 2000. And that's, I think, the best turn rate in the market. By increasing the turn rates, definitely, there was a big portion that is coming from the supply chain, for improving the whole supply chain. And I2, the I2 solution, gives us the basis for making better decisions, and not only for the turn rate itself. Of course, this is very easy to measure, but it also brings much more transparency to the planning horizon, to the seasonal things, and we have a much better planning from an operative or a tactical view. The planning horizon in the past was about 1 month, not more. The planning horizon today is 12 months. The planning lead time was 3 to 4 weeks, and we have reduced that to 1 week. And the frequency we had in the past was monthly, and now it's weekly. It helps us very much to have a planning horizon of 12 months and to have a visibility of the total supply chain in this period, because our planning horizons for changing our manufacturing sites is about 200 days. 200 days we need to change completely manufacturing site. Therefore, we need a long-term visibility, and we need this kind of information to initiate this kind of changes. The value the I2 project brought to the company is really to change from the manufacturing view and to the process-oriented view of supply chain management. Because from my perspective, there is much more value in it than we have found today. We have some big improvements made in the supply chain, but there are still things to do, and I think the opportunities we have in the future, based on the software and on the point we have reached, are very, very good. And therefore, this is the starting point of changing the whole company and the view of the company, and that's a big challenge for us to really change the whole organization, to bring the markets, the market planner and the supply chain planner together, and to change their mind shift, their mindset to really process orientation. That's a big challenge, and that's the real value behind using the technology, using the software, using the functions we have got with I2. Yeah, I think I would mention one point that I've seen, that the people working together with us from I2 were very good and very reliable and very experienced. And I think that was a good story, because not only people who are working on site here, but also the management of I2 helped us very much to achieve our goals. And that's one point. And the second is that the stability of the software is definitely better than I've seen that from other vendors, and therefore I would say this is something I would really like to mention.